Well, hello. Today we are going to break down a chicken. So this is known as a fryer chicken or a whole chicken. I find them for like 10 to 13, maybe 16 bucks for the fancy ones at the grocery store. And it's way cheaper than buying like a bunch of chicken. You have to figure out how to use the different cuts, but for the most part, I can buy a whole chicken, roast it myself. I can break it down, fry it, use this part here, use that part there, whatever. It's just a cost-effective way to get chicken, and on top of that, you're getting the skin and all the other fun stuff. So it's just going to taste better than just like boneless, skinless chicken breast. And breaking down a chicken actually starts without any knife cuts at all. The first thing we want to do is, create some serious bodily harm to the chicken. The first thing we're going to do is start breaking some arms. So you've got this first wing extension. I'm just going to kind of twist and dislocate that joint. You're going to feel it. Gloves are important because chickens are slimy and nasty, and salmonella and all that fun stuff. So as you can see, we've mangled the arms here, and we'll get back to why we're going to do that in a bit. I'm going to take this hand, I'm going to slip it underneath this leg, and I'm going to feel this essentially hip joint, and I'm going to push it out. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. So just to see, like here's the hip joint. This is also called the pearl. This is some of the best eating on the chicken. We're going to try to get to that guy. But I can hear the pop. I know it's come through. Next, I'm going to take my hand flat, kind of like you're giving CPR, press down, crack that breastbone. I'm going to turn around, see this flappy turtleneck right here. I'm going to take that bit off. It's going to go bye-bye. And I'm going to look right in here and feel with my thumb. Here's the tip of the breast, and here's the wishbone, and there's more meat underneath. So I'm just going to make some minor incisions there. I'm just going to stick my finger through, pull out these wishbones, and we'll get to why you're doing that in just a second. Sometimes you need to make a second incision because you didn't get it right the first time. So we're just going to get rid of those little wishbone pieces, and then I'm going to so now that's broken down. I'm going to take this, and I'm going to feel for my breastbone, and I'm going to make incisions on either side of it. So here's my breastbone. And this is a very specialized Japanese poultry knife. I love it. If you're not going to, you don't have one, that's totally okay. A heavier chef's knife will do. But I'm going to make that cut along that breastbone, try to keep my blade as close to, and hit this bone and kind of pull and drag. And I want to slowly drag away until I can see this joint right here. And then I'm just going to cut through that. And you see I've kind of separated that breast all the way from the thing. And then boop, boop, we're getting back down to that leg bit we've dislocated and broke. See, I can see that. So we actually want to kind of cut from this end so we can avoid not fucking up that pearl part. So I'm going to flip over. I'm leaving these attached and doing something for work. So don't sweat that part. But yeah, I'm going to get this pearl. So, got pretty much just a flap of skin holding them together. We're going to go back to that abused arm. And you can do this step first, but I was doing other stuff. Well, do the same thing. I'm going to just kind of drag my knife across to cut through that skin. I'm not trying to really cut through anything. I just want to expose my cutting area. Once I've got that, just kind of find in between this joint. And it's this white cartilage, knobby looking thing. And just boop. There it goes. And I'm gonna. Now, if I really want to, I can do the same thing right here. I'll show you. But I'm gonna take my hand, another break. That's the thigh and the leg. I'm just gonna kind of follow that joint. I'm gonna just do my little slice open until I find the joint right there. I'm gonna work my knife tip in there. I'm gonna cut through. We've got one nice drummy. Got a beautiful thigh still with the pearl on it. Those are going to go into that area that I'm working on over there. Again, broken this open. I've done my little incision. I'm going to cut through my joint. Chicken wings, great for snacking or just fucking making stock with. Okay, I'm going to kind of shove my thumb in that cavity to make this cut. My finger is going to go here along the breastbone to steady. And I'm going to cut towards myself. If you're not comfortable with it, it's totally okay. Reverse your knife and cut away. It's not going to be as accurate of a cut, but whatevs. You know, it's your chicken. Do what you want. Again, I'm just kind of doing my drag and drop thing. And if you don't feel that comfortable with it, do the scalpel technique. Put your finger on the tip of your knife like that. And then it's like, oh yeah, I've got a little scalpel. So, oh, there's my little joint back there. I find it, cut through. Again, when I say this is a specialized poultry knife, the blade is actually designed for kind of making this cut and dragging along the rib cage. And the tip is there to kind of burst through those bones. As you can see, the heft of this knife, the kind of the width of the blade and how thick it is compared to some of my other Japanese work tools, it's pretty massive. So we're gonna just push this over. I'm gonna do the same thing. I want that pearl, so I'm just gonna come around. And you know, you can do this. There's a million and a half ways to skin this particular cat, but that's how I do it. And yeah, like buy yourself a whole chicken, break it down, use it, save yourself some money.